Okay, we will call to the meeting to order, and we'll start with roll call.
Wessner,
Here.
Crampton,
Here.
Merker, here, Griswold,
Here.
Bennett,
Present.
Cox,
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
Okay, if I could have everybody stand, we say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alrighty. We can move on with the approval of the agenda.
Motion to approve agenda is presented. Support.
Crampton,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Wessner,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Bennett,
Yes.
Merker. Yes.
Alrighty. We'll move on. Is there any public discussion for items not on the agenda? I don't see any hands. How about any public discussion for items on the agenda? I see no hands, so we'll move on to the action agenda.
Motion approved action agenda A, B, and C, which are the council minutes of June 4th, 2025, council public hearing minutes, June 4th, 2025, and accounts payable.
Support. Bennett,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Merker, yes, Crampton,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Wessner.
Yes.
All right, we'll move on to city reports, and we'll start with the police department, Chief Kraus.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. A few things on the agenda for my department tonight. First is request to purchase a new tablet using the grant funds from DMA. Again, this is a reimbursable grant, so we will have to fork out $2,750 to Electronic Computer Services for a new Microsoft Surface Pro and all the attachments that go with it to put it into the squad car. Again, that'll be reimbursed from DCC. I'm asking to take that out of the reimbursable grant funds line item.
Make that motion.
Support. Cox,
Yes.
Bennett,
Yes.
Merker, yes, Johnson,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Wessner,
Yes.
Griswold.
Yes.
And next item is the monthly report for the month of May. In May, we responded to 433 incidents resulting in 15 arrests, and we issued 41 traffic tickets during the month.
Make that motion.
Support.
Merker, yes, Bennett,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Wessner,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Griswold.
Yes.
And final item for me tonight is a request to pay the invoice to the city of Flat Rock for jail lodging services in the amount of $1,085. That will be funded from the prisoner housing fund.
Make that motion.
Support. Johnson,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Merker, yes, Griswold,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Wessner,
Yes.
Bennett.
Any questions from council? Thank you for your time.
Oh, I was gonna ask, any update on the new car, when that's,
We do not expect delivery anytime before July 1st.
okay,
As it's looking, I've been calling around, talking to different people, and they have been getting dates end of July is what the estimate is right now.
okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chief Kraus. We'll move on with the fire department, Chief Merker.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I just have one item, is the May monthly fire report.
We received and filed the incident reports from 2025, 5/1 to 5/31.
Support. Griswold,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Wessner,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Merker, yes, Bennett.
Yes.
That's all I have unless there's any questions.
Thank
you.
Thank you. Okay, we have no treasurer's report, we have no DPW report, so we'll move on to consideration items. And we'll have Administrator Trush come on up.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. The item under for consideration is a contract with the Above the Bar Dance Studio, which Ms. Jada Powell is here as a representative. So the contract is to allow her to run classes 2 days a week at the community center. This would be similar to the cardio drumming contract that we currently have. I assume that everyone's had a chance to kind of review that. City attorney's reviewed it. If there's any questions, I'm sure Ms. Powell can tell you a little bit about what she's gonna do if council is interested, or.
I'm interested. I think it'd be a great opportunity to market your classes, so.
That's your way up.
Thank you. Right. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk. I appreciate it. My name is Jada, and I graduated from Wayne State University with my BFA in dance, and I love to teach. I have been teaching dance since the age of 14, and I would love to host classes, instruct to anybody who would like to try or is interested in dancing for the first time or not for the first time and would like maybe to refine their technique a little bit. So I do have an 8-week summer dance program offered for ages 2-year-old through adult. So anybody is eligible, okay? And we'll be meeting Mondays and Thursdays. Also, there will be a final performance. So if you're interested in showcasing what you have learned, that would be a great opportunity to get some performance experience. Thank you.
What kind of dance
Yes.
do you do?
Ballet, jazz, acrobatics, hip hop, tap, lyrical.
Mr. Wasner needs a refresher on breakdancing.
Oh, that would be perfect.
One of them flyers?
Absolutely, yes.
I would like one too,
Do
please.
we have to wear a tutu?
No.
Oh.
Well, you see, I could require dress codes later on, but for now, as long as you're wearing something that won't rip, something that's not revealing in class, that's perfectly acceptable.
So how much are the classes?
For classes, you will be, for a 60-minute class for 2 months, the 8-week-long summer session, you will be paying $60 for that month. So each month, 2 months, $60. And then if you want a 30-minute class, which desired on the students, if you want private instruction, that's sometimes 30 minutes. So you just would have to inquire with the email address below. But if you want a 30-minute class, that is $45 a month. So 60 for 60 minutes, and then for 30 minutes, $45. So hopefully that answers everybody's question.
So is it, so it's not a pay-as-you-go drop-in, it's
It
an actual?
is, but
Okay.
sometimes some people seem like, okay, it's not really working out after the first month. Maybe it's not for my child or for me, and I can't really commit to the second month.
Sure.
It's perfectly fine if you wanted to give the 1 month an end
Okay.
and then maybe proceed.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, on behalf of myself and the council, we're excited to have you in your business in city. We
I
really
am
love
so
the business.
excited as well.
If you want more dates at the community center, let us know.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for the
you.
offer. Mondays and Thursdays. Mondays from 4 to 5. Thursdays from 1:30 to 3:30. Starting, I think, on Monday.
And then did we put it up on socials already?
Not yet.
Yes.
When it's approved.
Yeah, when after it's
We'll put the
approved,
flyer.
we'll put the flyer up on socials for you.
Okay, I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Jada.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
guys. Thanks, Jada.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Make a motion to approve a 2-month trial period for use of community center by Above the Bar Dance Studio beginning June 23rd, 2025.
Support. Cox.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Crampton.
Yes.
Merker. Yes. Wasner.
Yes.
Griswold.
Yes.
Bennett.
Yes. Congratulations.
Yep. All right. I got it. Second consideration item is the sale of city property. I'll read the memo, and I would like to amend to add a couple words if council approves or not, okay? The city currently owns 3.36 acres of prime industrial property on Fort and Gossett Drive. The property included 2 distinct parcels as shown in the attached parcel map and corresponding property record cards. In recent months, there's been a notable increase in interest regarding vacant industrial land within the city. I know you're aware we've already sold that 5 acres over there too, so things are moving along. The increase in interest presents a timely opportunity for the city to market and sell the 2 parcels in question which would support economic development, generate additional tax revenue, and reduce maintenance responsibilities for the DPW. So the original motion, first part of the motion reads, motion to approve marketing and sale of parcel numbers 5200801008000 and 5200801000900. I would like to add, and any other vacant land owned by the city of Rockwood, because as you all know, we own the 60 acres up there too. And so if we get any interest, we can move forward with that. Now, open it up to any conversation or questions.
Could you give us a list of the property that we would be approving? I know you said all, what, do you know off the top of your head what those are?
Well, the 60 acres.
Just
over-
the 60
Yeah.
acres? Okay,
Yeah,
so that's all
I
that's
think
left?
That's all we own. The other
Okay.
property is by realtors to the city.
And one question, so it's all industrial then, the other 60, so it's all
Yeah, it's light
industrial?
industrial, yeah, so it's help zoned, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm asking council not only for the two pieces on Pride, but if we get any interest in the other 60, to move forward, and obviously there would be no decisions made without coming to council first to get approval for any kind of sale or anything, so.
And you said that 5 acres was sold,
It wasn't our property, it was
Okay.
another property, but they're currently getting ready to build on it, so that's good for our city.
great.
Yeah.
Great. So you'd like to approve, amend it to add the 60 acres, do we need the parcel number for that, or?
I don't think so, no, when Vicky and I talked, I just said any other vacant land owned by the city of Rockwood. I'm only aware of the 60 acres that we own at this point.
Yeah, I'd be happy to make that motion to add the 60 acres, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we can specifically say 60 acres at Fort and Woodruff.
Okay.
Fair enough, any other questions?
Fair enough,
Okay.
yeah.
Don't we still own that piece of property across from the post office? Or by the, next door to the post office?
That I'm not aware, I'm not sure. Next to the post office? Yeah, I would have to check with, we'll do what
But
Marcy
vacant
suggests at
land
this
will cover
point.
That will cover it. Any other vacant land that the city owns, that covers it.
Yeah,
If
you
it-
might
if
wanna
it's
look
there or
into
not.
that.
It's already-
Yeah, I'd like to see it listed though, just for,
You mean the numbers?
no, just the location of
Locations
the,
of
so
the
the
land.
60 acres at Fort and Woodruff and it, you know,
We'll do the Fort and Woodruff tonight, and then I'll have the assessor check to see if we own any more land in the city. We can come back to the next council meeting and specifically
yeah,
mark
that's
that.
great.
Okay?
great.
Fair enough, okay. So
She
Mark,
made the motion.
go ahead, Marcy. you wanna-
Yeah, so just, I'll make the motion to amend, the motion that was listed to now say motion to approve marketing and sale of parcel numbers 5200801008000 and 52-008-01-0009-000 and the 60 acre property at Fort and Woodruff.
Support.
Okay, sorry, yeah, that,
Okay, so was seconded. Any other conversations about it? Are we good? Okay, we'll go with the vote then.
Wasner?
Yes.
Crampton?
Yes.
Merker?
Yes.
Griswold?
yes.
Bennett?
Yes.
Cox?
Yes. And then there's a second motion on that also.
Motion to find and enter an agreement with Commercial Realtor to do a market analysis of the property and sales listing.
Support.
Okay.
Wasner?
Yes.
Crampton?
Yes.
Merker?
Yes.
Griswold?
Yes.
Bennett? Cox?
Yes. Okay, we'll move on to the city administrator report. I'm sorry.
Owen Johnson, yes.
Oh, did you miss him?
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed
Left
it.
him out. Johnson's a yes on that vote.
And the one previously.
And,
I'm
oh
so
my
sorry.
gosh.
Good thing you caught it. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice catch.
Mrs. Trush?
A few items on the agenda for tonight. The first is part-time employee compensation. Based on the adoption of the 25-26 budget, I'm requesting that council approve the following pay increases for part-time staff starting July 1st, 2025. It would be $1 raise for all part-time employees who are regularly scheduled for more than 30 hours a week, a 50-cent raise for all part-time employees who are regularly scheduled less than 30 hours a week, a $500 a year salary increase for the fire chief, and a $1 per hour raise increase for the firefighters. So I'm looking for a motion to approve those part-time pay increases.
Motion to approve part-time pay increases for part-time employees as presented in 8A.
Support.
I just wanted to read the email I sent to the mayor, just a snippet about this. On this June 17th, I sent an email just saying I'd like it to be known that I'm against equal outcome and equality in raises. As an individual who supports and encourages a merit-based atmosphere, I'd love to see a performance merit-based evaluation process implemented for part-time and potentially full-time city employees, as stated in the charter C-3.18, and in section 5.17 as it relates to merit parameters for raises. I asked to have a deeper conversation about this. So I just wanted to say, like, I'm pleased that we have the funds to allow for raises, and I know that's mostly you're doing because you've been so great at budgeting. But I want to say voting no doesn't signify that I oppose the need for or to address raises. It signifies that I'm against the lack of the method on how these raises were determined. So I would love to have another conversation when a merit-based system is established, just for accountability purposes. I had no idea the raises were coming, which is my fault because I didn't catch it on the budget when I approved that. So
I'd like to add a couple quick things. Reference the compensation of employees and officers in the city charter. It says it'll be fixed by council within limits of budget appropriations and in accordance with any pay plan adopted by council. That pay plan was adopted by council when everybody on this council approved the budget a couple weeks ago. So the plan is in place and was approved by council. I've been all over my head on this. These are very small raises. We live in a small community and we can't afford large raises like other larger cities. Rockwood is a special place to work and live. People who come here because they want to, or it may benefit them. They're close to home, they have amenities close. Our city administrator herself left a decent job to come here to be closer to home. We have a dedicated workforce here, and it's because it is tailored to their needs in life. Whenever we advertise for a job, as well as all of you know, the applicant pool is very low. I don't think we had anybody apply for police officer last time. Chief Mercury and I have had several conversations about how to facilitate some strategies to get more firefighters in here too. They have restrictions also. When I first came here, I saw that morale in this city was very low among employees, and so was some turnover of certain jobs. Since taking office, I've made it my priority to lift up morale. I commonly refer to our staff as our team. Not too long ago, I worked for a place that had extremely low morale. I was a supervisor at that time, but didn't have impact on their wages or benefits, etc. All I heard from the men and women was the mayor and council don't care about us. They don't know what we're going through in life, etc. It was one slight after another towards the mayor and council. So I tried my hardest in my job capacity at that time to keep morale up within my area and unit. I did everything from talks to the employees, assisting them with the job if they needed, making sure they had the equipment they needed, advocating for them to the higher ups, birthday cakes on everyone's birthday on my dime, just about everything you could think of to keep morale up. One thing is a fact, and I've seen it in my life. If workforce morale is down, work production will also suffer and work will be down. Now I'm in a position to make positive change with my workforce here at Rockwood. As I've stated numerous times, I have a fiscal responsibility to the city of Rockwood first. But that is why we've been working so hard these past 2 years to get our finances in the positive so we can do more for our residents and our workforce. I don't have an issue with performance evaluations for, say, department heads, things like that. But we're going to require workforce evaluations for a retired person in his 70s that works 5 days a week or 5 hours a week driving a senior van. That's ridiculous. And all these jobs, mind you, pay more in other cities. These raises for most of these people are for people that do a couple hours a week here and there. Reference to the firefighters, we have a volunteer department. They volunteer to come here to handle our medicals. They've been in my house numerous times to save my daughter's life. They volunteer to come here to get paid to do their job. And a lot of times on scene, they're all doing the same job. So how can you ask a chief to say you should get paid more than him, even though you're doing the same job, you're wrapping the same wounds, you're plugging the same holes? So again, this city is a specific city. We have trouble getting people here, and we have a great workforce now, and I think that we need to stick to that. and honor our workforce the best we can. We have the money, we're in a position to do it. Let's do it now in case something happens in the future and we can't do it. I worked under a contract where I had no raises for 5 years. It's miserable, and I'm sure some of you in here may have too. Now, everybody should get small increments a year. And we know that within the last 3-4 years, rates have been outrageous for everything from food to gas, everything's up. So everybody's struggling out here. So I don't necessarily oppose the performance evaluations, like department heads and things, but these different positions are different in my mind, and they deserve a raise. And that's all I'll rant about there.
100%.
May I respond?
Of course.
Okay. I don't disagree with actually anything you've said. I don't disagree that there's a need to have a market analysis, especially I believe a lot of these folks are underpaid. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with giving raises. I just think the method in which it's done to ensure to even give these employees to say every year we under these conditions we'd like to give you this amount of raise based on whatever we have established, but right now there's nothing established. There's nothing even saying in any sort of capacity saying, okay, we will review every year, and if the budget allows it, and if your performance meets these certain goals, then you would get a raise. I'm a nurse. I'm not a department head. Every year I go through a performance evaluation.
But you're in a union too, right?
I'm not a union. My husband, who is union, also does a performance-based evaluation. Almost all positions have some sort of evaluation on a yearly basis, even if it's just checking in with them, whatever is determined, just to say, this is the process that we're going to go through with your taxpayer money. This is how we're going to handle it. We want to be held accountable. We want you to see that we care about how we're spending your dollars. Yes, you either are eligible for a raise or not. So it's not about whether or not I disagree with a raise. Again, some of these folks are making barely minimum wage for what they're doing. I don't disagree with that at all. It's instead a process to ensure both the employer and the employee know, hey, this is what's expected of you. And also, you may get a raise next year, or you will get a raise based on these things. Right now, we don't have that implemented, so we don't know if you won't get another raise for 5 years, or if we're gonna give everyone a $15,000 raise, or instead of giving 33 employees, we're only gonna give 15 employees. So it's a very gray area, for me as council to say, well, how are we doing? What can we expect? Is this normal? Is this not normal? Who determined whether we get a $1 raise or a $2 raise or a 25-cent raise? So I'm just suggesting that we make some guidelines for accountability for taxpayer funds.
And I'll just briefly respond. First of all, two of the 3 positions toward the community center have not had a rate increase since 2015 or 2017. One was 2022. Firefighters, 2022. That's a long time to serve your city and not have any kind of compensation for that. Secondly, we instituted when I started this job to have, well, actually when Vicki got here too, but we instituted to have department head meetings every 2 weeks. And within those meetings, we discuss what's going on in each department, what they have planned for the week or weeks to come. Is there any employee issues? We discuss employees anomaly there. Again, this is Rockwood, this is not Dearborn, Detroit. We don't have hundreds of employees. We have maybe 10, We have a hold on the day-to-day operations at City Hall, and we have a hold on who's doing what and who's not doing what. And if they're not, our department heads come to us and tell us that. So we know day-to-day what's going on, because we're at the City Hall day-to-day. And as for determining amounts of raises, we do research as to what other cities are getting and what the position for the economy should be making, and what other areas that we look at too. So there is research done. Again, these are day-to-day operations done within City Hall, within the city administrator's office, within my office, and department heads, which is where it should be done. And again, I will heed anybody else. Okay.
I would just like to say that if my wife and I ever needed emergency help, and I looked up and it's at Rockwood Fire Department on her sleeve, it doesn't get any better than that in my
I
eyes.
will say this, my father was living in Gibraltar, and that's where I grew up. And I had told my nephew, if something were to happen to my dad, which it did, my dad had a stroke, I said, you call the police I mean, you call Rockwood first, you call my husband first, in 4 months, and they're gonna call Rockwood first. I know that was out of line, and he shouldn't have done that, but my dad was saved, and my dad's stroke didn't kill him, and he was able to talk, he was able to walk, and I wholeheartedly support Rockwood Fire because of that. They're Johnny on the spot when you need them, every single time. So,
Someone saved my son's life 2 years ago,
yes,
so
yeah.
they're awesome.
Okay.
Can I make a
Yes.
follow-up comment?
Sure.
I'm more than happy to, at any time, discuss any of my rationale behind any of the work product that I prepare for council. So at any time that anybody would like to come in and sit down and, you know, discuss anything that I presented and made for council, I'm more than happy to sit down and have a longer at-length conversation about it.
Which has been stated numerous times on record.
Yeah. I did, when I quoted the charter, section 5-17 specifically addresses a civil merit system. It says the council may submit to the electors by referendum a proposal for the establishment of a civil merit system for city employees. Provided, however, the council shall, upon a majority vote of the electors voting for the aforesaid proposal, provide by ordinance for a civil merit system for city employees. So, again, this may be something for the attorney, but what I took that to mean is that if we would implement a civil merit system, which is, this says council could do so for city employees, that it would need to be in the form of an ordinance. That's how I took it to mean. I could have misinterpreted that, but I'd love to get input from the city attorney.
Well, the first 2 sentences that you read there said may. Council may establish. It doesn't say they shall or they have to. It says they may. It would have to be voted on by council to put the system in place.
Correct. No, I understand that. That's what I'm just stating is the reason I'm against this particular raise was not because people don't work hard or because our city employees aren't worth whatever is being proposed. It's again the way in which it was established, and I would love to revisit it this year again on a merit-based system. So.
I think the mayor's right that you may, and if at some point you wanted to establish that, you could bring it to council to try to establish it. It may be more costly and burdensome given the nature and the size of the city. Sometimes those things were, they were written with the idea that sometimes the city, could grow and expand to a point where you need it. So I think you have to balance out, yes, you could do it.
But do you really need it in a
Yeah,
smaller city?
but I mean, that's up to council.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what it is. If you think you need it or if you don't think you need it, establishing and increasing wages, I think part of the problem with it is if you have those merit-based automatic type things, they don't always fit into the budget in a city like this, which can be
Sure.
problematic. So you
Yeah.
almost have to start with, do we have the money to do it?
Right.
First
Well,
of all, and
yeah.
so it's not as simple as a project in a larger city where there's more people and less hands-on. Mayor of Westland doesn't know every employee that he has and what's going on. So there's a lot of factors, but yes, it's something that could be proposed, and the council wanted to do it, it can be done.
Yeah, I'm not proposing that this evening. I'm not prepared to do that.
I
I
know.
just wanted to make my concern noted. I expressed that in the past to the mayor when we were doing raises last year, and mid I think in January we also did raises. I did express that, but had not spoken to council about it, implementing that per the charter. Again, yes, the charter does say may, so.
Well, it seems to me that our police department and our fire department have their own promotional setup.
Yes,
They do.
correct.
On merit,
Contract,
yes.
that all of a sudden there's gonna be assistant chief or whatever, so.
Correct.
It's pretty much a merit thing in-house, right, already established between the police and the fire department. The rest of these are just
Part-time
incidental,
employees.
incidental.
Yeah,
employees.
part-time employees. yeah.
Part-time, correct.
Because everybody else has a contract.
Right. We have a motion on the table.
Yeah, there is a motion on the table, so.
And I already supported.
Okay. Take a vote.
All right, Merker,
Yes.
Griswold,
No.
Crampton,
Yes.
Bennett,
Yes.
Wasman,
Big yes.
Cox,
Yes,
Johnson.
Yes.
the vote passes. Okay.
The second item I have is the fourth quarter budget amendment, so this is just to kind of get things cleaned up for the end of the year, move a little bit of money around where we've need additional funding in certain line items and just moving that around. The only fund where we are recognizing more revenue is the community center. Not only are the classes use and admission fees up, but we are seeing an uptick in community center rentals. So they are not only recognizing additional revenue, but additional expense also.
Great.
So, other than that, all these changes are all fund balance neutral. And I would like to correct the motion that is on the memo. It says 25-24. It should be 25-14.
Oh, got it, all right.
14, you said?
Correct. Okay.
Motion approved budget amendment 25-14, fourth quarter budget amendments listed in 8B.
Griswold,
Yes.
Wasser,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Bennett.
The last item is the MML property and liability pool renewal. We received the renewal. It is a 1.1% increase over our current contract. We also will be receiving a $6,746 dividend return if the contract is approved. I did reach out to another provider. They weren't able to offer the same scope of services, and there was some delay in getting responses from them, and we do have a deadline of when we have to let MML know that we wanted to continue with them. So, but I think a 1.1% increase on the current contract is obviously very
Very minimal.
fair.
Right.
So I'm looking for a motion to approve the MML liability and property pool proposal as presented.
Is there a motion?
Support.
Griswold,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Bennett, Merker,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Wasser.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have no attorney's report. I'll just do my updates under my mayor's report so we can get moving on with this, under new business. Couple of quick updates I have. The Stevens disposal contract that we approved last meeting. Garbage cart delivery is gonna be the week of July 28th. The new automated services will begin August 4th. And requests for a second garbage carts can be made within City Hall by July 23rd for delivery the following week. Requests can be made after that date. The addition won't be part of the bulk cart delivery. Mailers will be going out the first week of July outlining the new procedures. And again, we did a little bit more research, and other communities in the area are seeing a 4.5 to 5% increase in their contracts annually with trash. By locking in this 3-year contract extension at a 2% increase, the city will save over $10,000 in the last 3 years of this contract. And I'd like to remind everybody, when Stevens was here last contract, he actually gave the number of 6 to 7% as his number going up. So again, I think we were very fiscal responsible by approving that contract. The other thing is the Olmsted Road project in front of Chapman is going to start this week. The Olmsted will be closed to northbound traffic starting June 19th. That is Thursday, I believe, tomorrow. Yep. Concrete is expected to be poured June 24th. Projected opening date for the northbound traffic is June 30th. All of this is weather dependent, just so everybody knows.
It's supposed to rain, yeah.
Yeah, they can't pour in the rain. Residents that live on Olmsted in the construction zone have received letters detailing the foreclosure and other extensive information, and we will be posted on the city's Facebook page also. We've arranged for overflow parking for Olmsted to be at Chapman Elementary School for the residents there. Southbound Olmsted work will begin as soon as the northbound side is open to traffic. At that time, southbound travel will be closed. Again, please be patient and considerate. We understand this project will cause some disruptions, but we appreciate everyone's grace as we work to fix the roads in Rockwood. So the only other thing I have is I want to thank the Rockwood Police Department, specifically Chief Kraus and Lieutenant Steve Merker. We had threats made to our police department last week, which caused us to close down City Hall in an abundance of caution. And the quick arrest and resolution to the situation by our department was great, and I appreciate that. The guy was in custody the following night, I believe, and he's been arraigned, so we're good. I would like to, I'm not gonna go into the case, but I think there were some mental issues there just to calm the public down. So it wasn't anything related to anything else. So with that, Mr. Wazner, do you have any old business? No. Ms. Crampton? No. This is, you wanna cover that in your old business or new?
No.
Okay. Miss-
I do
Miss-
not know whether this should be under old or new, but because it was already posted online, I'm gonna cover it under old
Okay,
business.
that's fine.
I didn't cover it, 2 weeks ago. This is just regarding the beautification committee. They've started a nominate a yard that makes Rockwood shine. There's a link on the social media, and there's also paper copy that can be picked up at City Hall in the lobby to nominate a yard that you just feel is beautiful, creative. There's not really any guidelines right now.
I nominate Wazner.
Yes. I did see you cutting your yard
got a
last
nice
week.
yard.
Yes, he does. And just asking that those forms or the electronic form be filled out by August 1st. And then the beautification committee will vote on that and recognize the winners at the subsequent council meeting. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to me or on the beautification committee has a Facebook page.
Okay, great.
That was it.
Mr. Bennett, any old news?
No.
Mr. Johnson?
Just one quick, any update on the road funding through the, yeah, I know that's probably a
The
hot
updates
topic,
to
right?
the updates to usual.
Yeah.
The response Vicky got this week, after they requested another item that we had already given them, she requested if there was anything else she needed, and the response was thank you.
Okay.
So I reached out again
Not
to.
a yes or a no?
No. I again reached out this week, and I'm having lunch, I think Friday, with Jeremy Cady, who is Darren Camilleri's aide. I expressed our frustration again with this. He again reached out to Dingell's office, and Cal is going to reach out again with some new tentacles, he says, whatever that may mean. But hopefully they reach out federally and get a push on this. But
Okay.
every week we're contacting somebody. All of our stuff's in. It's on their end.
Yeah.
So, but I apologize. That's the update.
Oh, well, thank you for the update.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Mr. Wazner, any new business?
Just a quick update on part of the park renovations for the grant that's been promoted to us. One of the areas is a pickleball court, and waiting on quotes on resurfacing and painting the lines for a court, and a cost on that compared to a previous quote that was very exuberant that we could
Okay.
not cover that.
Right,
Great.
We
That's good news.
Paid streets before they did that.
Right.
right.
And then Amy has a little more update on it.
And then we
If
did-
Scott doesn't have anything.
Okay. We'll move on to Amy.
We also found out there's some items that we're looking at that we think that's gonna fit for Silver Creek.
Okay.
So what we're trying to do is do something with the pickleball and is this as well. But we're getting there, we're getting closer, so
Great.
we should have some soon.
Good.
Is there a deadline that we need to have answers, or just as soon
Well-
as possible?
Go ahead. Do you want to say something?
So we are waiting on another grant response.
Right.
That will happen at the end of June. So
Okay.
I would say it's quickly after we get that response that we can turn in.
All the
our
information.
village request.
Yeah,
would be-
all of it.
Would be best, once we know exactly, what
We're hoping to get
happening
that.
with
I don't know if we will.
So
You checked today, right? And it didn't come in. So.
check today.
But
They
that'll
said
be
by the
good,
end of
because
June.
we'll have all the costs and where to go to and have everything in line.
Yep.
So if we do get that, then we can even go a little further with it.
We'll need,
So we'll know what we can do.
we'll need to know the official quote process to give to you guys.
Okay.
Right,
All right. Sounds good. All set, Mr.
I'm all set.
Mrs. Griswold? Mr. Bennett, any new business? Mr. Johnson?
Nope.
I move to adjourn.
Make that motion.
Support. Wassner?
Yes.
Crampton?
Yes.
Merker?
Yes.
Griswold?
Yes. Sorry.
Bennett? Cox?
Yes.
Johnson?
Getting ready
Yes.
for dinner.
Meeting's adjourned. Welcome to the city, Jay.